The point Seneca makes is that external events are not what disturb us. Rather, it is our judgments about these events. Learning to govern our thoughts is a powerful habit for success. He encourages us to reflect daily, to build mental discipline, and to act with purpose. As we explore these powerful habits today, you'll discover how Seneca's insights can help you unlock a mindset that leads to real, sustained success. Whether you're pursuing career goals, personal growth, or mental peace, these principles provide a roadmap for transformation. Stay with us as we uncover Seneca's strategies to elevate your life and unlock your full potential. Seneca believed mindful reflection and regular self-examination are the foundation of a successful life. This habit consists of intentionally setting aside time to review your thoughts, actions, and emotions. In his letters to Lucilius, Seneca advocated for a daily practice of reflection, where you analyze your behavior and correct mistakes, much like a craftsman inspecting their work. This introspective habit helps us gain clarity on what truly matters. Instead of being reactive to external events or fleeting desires, mindful reflection allows you to align your actions with your core values. It's about asking yourself, what did I do well today? Where did I falter? How can I improve tomorrow? This ongoing self-correction fosters growth and emotional resilience. By examining your thoughts, you become more aware of negative biases or irrational fears that might sabotage your efforts. Seneca taught that understanding the workings of your mind is crucial to mastering it. Instead of being controlled by impulses, you learn to choose responses wisely. To implement this habit, set aside a few moments daily, perhaps in the morning or before bed, to quietly reflect. Write down your thoughts if it helps. What challenges did you face? How did you respond? This practice turns life into a series of learning opportunities rather than random, uncontrolled events. Ultimately, mindful reflection nurtures wisdom and self-mastery, paving the road to success not defined by external gains, but by inner growth and tranquility. So, one key Senecan habit that's really crucial for success is focusing your energy on what you can control. Seneca taught that, a lot of people waste time and emotional energy trying to influence things that are just beyond their power. And that only leads to frustration and anxiety. He asserted that by accepting the limits of our control, we can actually channel all our effort into what truly matters, the choices we make within our own minds and actions. This habit of discerning controllable factors from uncontrollable ones really helps, in decision-making and emotional balance. Seneca's famous quote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality," points to the needless inner turmoil we cause ourselves by worrying about external events, like other people's opinions or unpredictable outcomes. When you practice this habit, you develop clarity and calm. You start recognizing that your attitude, effort, and integrity are under your command, while external circumstances such as the economy, weather, or other people's behavior are not. This shift in focus, it reduces stress and increases productivity by concentrating on areas where your energy creates real impact. So, to really embed this habit, start each day by picking out 3 areas within your control that you can improve or manage. And, whenever you hit setbacks or get distracted, just consciously remind yourself to bring your attention back to your own responses and decisions. By training your mind to focus on what you can actually control, you'll find freedom from unnecessary worry, build resilience, and take a more proactive approach to challenges. Honestly, this becomes a cornerstone of lasting success that's rooted in wisdom and emotional intelligence. Seneca really emphasized the transformative power of gratitude and contentment as essential habits for success. In a world that's always pushing us toward endless desires and seeking validation from outside, Seneca's teachings remind us that true fulfillment doesn't come from just getting more. It comes from appreciating what we already have and finding contentment in it. According to Seneca, gratitude redirects our focus away from what's missing to the abundance present in our lives. This mindset, combats the insatiable craving for more that often leads to dissatisfaction and anxiety. By consciously practicing gratitude daily, we cultivate a peaceful heart, foster humility, and deepen our appreciation for life's small blessings. Moreover, contentment is not about complacency or lack of ambition, but about recognizing the difference between necessary desires and superficial wants. Seneca encouraged living simply and avoiding the trap of luxury, which often breeds dependence and restlessness. When you cultivate contentment, you build resilience against external setbacks and emotional turbulence. To develop this habit, start by reflecting each day on at least 3 things you are grateful for, whether health, relationships, opportunities, or simple pleasures like nature or a kind gesture. This simple practice, honestly, rewires the brain to notice positivity, making it easier to stay motivated and balanced. Over time, gratitude and contentment form the emotional foundation for success, enabling you to pursue your goals without losing sight of inner peace. Seneca's wisdom teaches that mastering this habit turns wealth from external possessions into internal richness, which is honestly the truest form of success. Embracing challenges and discomfort is a powerful habit Seneca advocated for achieving success and personal growth. Stoicism teaches that adversity is not only inevitable but, actually essential. Rather than avoiding difficulties, Seneca encourages welcoming them as opportunities to build strength, wisdom, and character. When you choose to face obstacles head-on, you develop resilience, the capacity to endure hardship without being overwhelmed. Seneca famously wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." This mindset reframes hardships from threats into valuable lessons and, tests of your resolve. Seneca's approach involves training yourself to tolerate discomfort, whether it's physical, emotional, or situational. By deliberately exposing yourself to manageable challenges, like waking up early, fasting occasionally, or pursuing difficult tasks, you build mental toughness that prepares you for life's bigger trials. This habit is crucial for long-term success because it prevents fear and avoidance from dictating your actions. People who avoid discomfort often miss the chance to grow or achieve significant goals. Embracing challenges, in contrast, fosters courage and confidence. Seneca's wisdom teaches that by mastering discomfort, you unlock resilience that supports not just fleeting achievements, but lasting fulfillment and strength. Seneca's teachings highlight living according to nature and virtue as central to success and fulfillment. For Seneca, nature means the rational order of the universe and the human capacity to live in harmony with it through reason and moral integrity. Success arises when one aligns personal actions with natural law and ethical principles, rather than chasing fleeting pleasures or societal approval. Living according to nature involves recognizing our role as social beings and using our rational mind to make deliberate choices that promote justice, courage, self-control, and wisdom, the four cardinal virtues of Stoicism. Seneca believed that virtue is the sole good, and external things like wealth or fame are indifferent and should not govern our happiness. This habit requires constant awareness and self-discipline. Each decision is an opportunity to act virtuously or not. The more consistently you practice virtues in daily life, the more you build a character that withstands adversity and attracts genuine respect. Seneca wrote that the life lived virtuously is the one that follows the gods or follows nature's plan. It's about fulfilling your potential as a human being and acting with honesty, kindness, and responsibility. In sum, living by nature and virtue transforms success into a lasting state of well-being and moral excellence, a true legacy beyond material achievements. One of Seneca's most practical habits for success is the practice of premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of adversity. This habit, involves mentally preparing yourself for potential difficulties before they occur, thus reducing fear and enabling calm, effective responses. Seneca taught that by imagining possible setbacks, losses, failures, criticism, you toughen your mind and, really lessen the shock if they happen. This isn't pessimism, but strategic foresight, allowing you to accept difficult outcomes as part of life, not catastrophic surprises. Premeditation builds resilience by familiarizing you with adversity in advance. Instead of being thrown off balance by unexpected problems, you greet them with equanimity, knowing you have already rehearsed how to face them. This habit also prevents complacency. By acknowledging that setbacks are normal, you stay alert and proactive in managing risks and improving your preparation. Seneca's wisdom here helps cultivate a mindset where fear of failure no longer paralyzes, and difficulties become really chances to demonstrate courage and wisdom. Ultimately, this preparation strengthens your capacity to endure and thrive, which are essential traits for any successful endeavor. Seneca teaches that controlling desires and avoiding excess is a pivotal habit for achieving success and maintaining inner peace. In a world driven by consumerism and instant gratification, unchecked desires often lead to distraction, dissatisfaction, and poor decision-making. Seneca believed that mastery over one's desires is essential to preserve freedom and focus on what truly matters. He argued that excess in any form, be it luxury, food, or ambition, can enslave the mind, cultivating dependency and restlessness. Instead, Seneca advocates for moderation, which strengthens self-discipline and prevents the chaos caused by chasing every passing impulse or craving. This habit of controlling desires fosters clarity and tranquility. When you are not ruled by external pleasures or fleeting passions, your mind remains steady, enabling wiser choices aligned with your long-term goals. Seneca praised simplicity as a way of life that frees individuals from the tyranny of constant wanting. To develop this habit, start by identifying areas where you frequently overindulge or feel tempted to excess. Practice restraint actively, whether that means limiting unnecessary purchases, reducing screen time, or adopting healthier lifestyle choices. Reflect on the true value of what you desire and whether it contributes to your genuine well-being or success. By mastering your desires, you reclaim your autonomy and cultivate a powerful habit that protects you from distraction and regret. According to Seneca, true success is the ability to enjoy what you have while keeping your desires in check, building a sustainable path to fulfillment and wisdom. Seneca famously said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Valuing time and using it wisely is one of the most impactful habits he taught for success. Time is the most precious resource we have. Once lost, it cannot be regained. Recognizing this truth changes how we prioritize our daily actions and long-term goals. According to Seneca, many people live as if they have unlimited time, procrastinating, or engaging in trivial pursuits. This squanders their potential and leads to regret. The habit of valuing time means treating every moment as meaningful and focusing on what truly enriches your life and progress. This habit helps prevent distractions and encourages intentionality. You start asking yourself, am I investing this time in growth, learning, meaningful relationships, or service? Or am I letting it slip away on mindless activities or worries about things beyond control? To cultivate this habit, keep a keen awareness of your daily schedule. Plan time blocks for important tasks, and regularly review how you spend your day. Practice saying no to low-value commitments and distractions. Seneca's wisdom also reminds us to live fully in the present, not postponing joy or purpose to some uncertain future. Valuing time aligns your focus with what matters most and propels you toward success with urgency and clarity. Mastering this habit turns time into an ally rather than an enemy, unlocking the full potential of each day and each decision. Seneca's philosophy powerfully teaches the habit of accepting death as a natural part of life to live more fully and meaningfully. Rather than fearing death or avoiding thoughts about it, Seneca encourages consciously reflecting on mortality. This practice sharpens our perspective, prompting us to appreciate the present and live without regret. For Seneca, reflecting on death is not morbid but liberating. It reminds us that life is finite and that time is limited, motivating us to focus on what truly matters: our values, relationships, and purposeful actions. By making peace with death, we reduce anxiety around the unknown and become freer to act boldly and wisely. This habit encourages detachment from superficial fears and material attachments. Seneca believed that a wise person understands the transient nature of life and possessions, leading to greater inner peace and authenticity. When you accept death, you prioritize quality over quantity, living each day with intention. To cultivate this habit, take time regularly to meditate on your mortality, not in a fearful way but as a motivator to live well. Journaling or philosophical reading can also help deepen this awareness. Ultimately, the habit of accepting death transforms life experiences. It dissolves procrastination, reduces trivial worries, and fuels a sense of urgency to pursue meaningful goals. Seneca's wisdom shows us that success isn't measured by years lived, but by how fully and virtuously we live them. One of Seneca's most profound habits for success is cultivating inner freedom by practicing detachment from external circumstances and opinions. Inner freedom means not being controlled by desires, fears, social approval, or material conditions. This Stoic habit empowers you to remain calm, focused, and resilient, regardless of life's ups and downs. Seneca taught that our happiness depends not on external goods, but on our judgments about them. By detaching from outcomes, possessions, and praise, we break chains that bind us to external validation and emotional turmoil. This frees the mind to pursue virtue and rational choices freely. This habit transforms how you experience life's challenges. Instead of reacting emotionally to criticism, setbacks, or loss, you develop an objective perspective. You understand that these events are indifferent and not the true measure of your worth. To practice detachment, begin by noticing emotional reactions that depend on external factors. Ask yourself if these reactions are within your control or imposed by external forces. Train yourself to accept what you cannot change and focus on your internal responses. Seneca's habit of detachment does not mean apathy or withdrawal, but active engagement with life guided by reason and virtue. It creates a strong foundation where success is defined not by external status, but by freedom, peace, and integrity. Mastering this habit prepares you for lasting success through emotional resilience and a steadfast character, no matter the external circumstances. Thank you for watching Unlocking Seneca, Powerful Habits for Success. If you found these insights helpful, please subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up to support more content like this. Seneca's wisdom reminds us that success is not merely measured by external achievements but by cultivating inner strength, clarity, and virtue. By adopting these powerful habits, mindful reflection, focusing on what you can control, embracing challenges, and more, you unlock a path to true fulfillment. Remember, the journey to success starts within. Practice these habits consistently and watch your life transform. We look forward to sharing more wisdom and practical growth strategies with you in our next videos. Stay inspired and keep unlocking your potential.